All right, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and start with the roll call. I see that Darcy's here.
Yes, here.
Thanks, Darcy. Barbara is not, but two commissioners is a quorum, so we can proceed as we normally do in our absence. And we start with our open public comment period. So is there anyone who would like to comment?
Adam, we don't have anybody in the room signed up to speak, and
Okay.
I don't believe we have anybody online who has raised their hand.
Okay.
You might want to ask again. We did have a couple people just log on. Or maybe
People just logged on. Okay, we want to check in with them.
Do you want us to check in? We have some folks online. They haven't indicated they want to speak, but
Sure, let's go ahead and check in with them. That way we can follow the agenda.
callers, we have two of you online. If you would like to make comments, please raise your hands. And that would be *3. Looks like a hand went up.
Great.
Caller, please state your name for the record and go ahead with your comments. We're going to try to request to unmute again.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Addie Gothro. I was not given enough notification to attend in person, so I just wanted to let you know I am listening in.
Great. Thanks very much.
And Adam, I don't see anybody else raising their hands, so I believe that concludes the comments.
Okay, we'll move on then to approval of the minutes. I got a chance to look them over. Darcy, did you get a chance to look them over?
Did, and I move that we accept the minutes as written.
Okay, and I guess I can second in Barbara's absence. So I'll second. Those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, unanimous approval of the minutes. Okay, so the next phase then we move into our consideration of the submitted complaint. We have one today, Ms. Gothro's complaint. And so we'll now move to executive session and then we'll come back here to deliberate.
Adam, this is Laura.
Laura.
How long for executive session?
Oh, well, let's go with 10 minutes.
Good.
Okay. Okay, we're back from executive session to consider the complaint filed by Addie Gothro. As I read this complaint, it states tragic circumstances surrounding the death of the complainant's sister-in-law. It includes allegations that the Clark County Medical Examiner's Office and perhaps other county officials improperly handled their investigation into this death. So we determined one of two things after our initial review of an ethics complaint: either that the allegations in the complaint do not constitute an ethics violation, or that there is sufficient cause to warrant an investigation. We previously observed that sufficient cause exists when a reasonable person with knowledge of all the facts set forth in the complaint would conclude that the complaint describes conduct that may violate one or more ethical rules. The ethical rules that we consider are those adopted in Clark County Code section 2.07.010, which are specifically Title 42 of the Revised Code of Washington and Clark County Human Resources Policy 13.1. And those are both readily available online, including on the Commission's webpage. As defined within these rules, an ethics violation generally, although not always, involves the use of a public position for personal gain. When an ethics complaint does not identify a specific or applicable ethical rule that a county elected official, appointed committee, or advisory board member or a county employee allegedly violated, then the best we can do is to compare the conduct described in the complaint against the applicable rules ourselves. And we try to determine whether any applicable ethics rule may prohibit the alleged conduct. In this case, I sympathize with the complainant about what sounds like a very difficult and painful experience, but I did not find an ethical rule that governs cause of death investigations in the absence of any evidence that someone used a public position for personal gain. Therefore, today I have to vote that the allegations in the complaint do not constitute an ethics violation. And again, I encourage all complainants to review the ethical rules before filing a complaint, and whenever possible, please tell us about specific conduct and which rule or rules it violates. Commissioner Rourke, do you want to discuss further?
I think you're muted, Commissioner.
I'm so sorry, I was muted. I concur with what our chair just said. Tragic circumstances indeed, but they do not constitute an ethics violation based on the rules that we consider. So I can make a motion if we are ready for that.
Yeah, we're ready. Thank you.
All right. I would move that this complaint did not constitute an ethics violation and therefore be denied.
And I'll second the motion. Those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have unanimous agreement on that. And so that concludes our consideration of complaints. Today, is there anything else for the good of the order? All right, hearing none, then I want to thank everybody for coming today, including the members of the public who came. Thank you for your comments. We are meeting again next month in November, and so everybody have a great October, and I'll see you next month.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.